Red River shootout rivalry, unranked matchup, whatever you want to call it. Oklahoma.
Not the premier Big 12 game, not the premier Big 12 game of the day. You want to call it that for the first time?
Yeah. Oklahoma out to 9-point underdog. Word is Dillon Gabriel probably won't play. Over under 65. So the question is, the Oklahoma defense, what the hell is going on? Texas defense looks good. Like, you look at a lot of their underlying metrics. This is the defense. This is why I bet on Texas on the Big 12. I thought the defense would improve. And Texas has been great. I mean, they should have beat Alabama. They should have beat Texas Tech. They should be 4-0. Oklahoma should not be 4-0. They've been, in their 2 losses, they got destroyed the past 2 weeks against Kansas State and then against TCU, both as favorites. So defense is a mess. Their offense won't have Dillon Gabriel now. And who's going to be quarterback? So they got this kid who came in last week that was a Pitt transfer, is not very good. Then you have General Booty, one of the best names. If he was starting, I think maybe you just bet Oklahoma for the
Got to be related to John David Booty, right? Got to be. Got to be a whole Booty family. Yeah.
Yeah. But a little birdie told me that they think, not confirmed, that Nick Evers is going to get the start for Oklahoma, who's their best backup. Highly talented kid. He's a freshman. So that's very interesting. He's got a big arm. We'll see what their offense is going to look like with the freshman there. Obviously, it's a downgrade from Dillon Gabriel, and you have to assume it is. Texas side, we don't know. Quinn Ewers. You can have Ewers versus Evers, EWERS versus EVERS. We don't know if Ewers is going to play. Card has been fine. Weird things happen in this game. Like, I don't want to lay 9.
Yeah.
But it's hard to make any case for Oklahoma. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I want to lay it with Oklahoma too. The problem is it's not even the quarterback that's giving me heartburn about it. It's the defense that's giving me so many issues with what they are as a rush stop unit. That's a little bit of a problem when you look at what Bijan Robinson has been able to do.
Never mind. Can I break in one real quick just before you keep going? Is it was just announced that Quinn Ewers will start, and he's which I missed a couple hours ago. So Ewers will start and no limitations practice this week.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers is going to start. And I think the thing is, that's why you saw a push. Today is Thursday afternoon. You saw a push off of the 7 across the board all the way up to a 10. There was a 10 that floated, sent the runner to get it, couldn't get it. So it got whacked back down to 8.5. As we're recording, there's a few 9.5s on the board. I would like to have a 10. I get a 10, I'll be in there in Oklahoma, and I'm just going to swallow how bad this defense has been against the rush, and I'm going to swallow whatever quarterback it is that's going to play for the Sooners, because it's just too much. Now, if Dillon Gabriel was healthy, the number should be Texas -1. All right. And so there's this idea out there that Quinn Ewers is so much better than Hudson Card. Well, let's take a look at it. I mean, Hudson Card has yet to produce a big-time throw, but he's only recorded 1 turnover-worthy play. Ewers has produced a few turnover-worthy plays. He has the higher ceiling. He also has the higher probability of making mistakes. And so I don't think that means that this point spread should be up that high. Now, Dillon Gabriel's not going to be in the game. He's in pads. He's dressed at practice. But stuff you mentioned at the beginning of the show, like, Oklahoma's taking this concussion thing seriously. So, I don't expect him to play. So we'll see who plays quarterback, but that's not even the handicap. Eric Gray and Javante Barnes have posted 12 runs over 15 yards. Marvin Mims averages 3.4 yards per route run. Oklahoma has weapons outside the quarterback position that can get huge chunk yards. You just didn't notice it against TCU because TCU was running that whole team up a flagpole. And I think that brings me next to this is 2 weeks in a row that the Oklahoma defense has had to go up against 2 elite ground attacks with 2 quarterbacks that can play at an elite dual threat level. Quinn Ewers is not a dual threat quarterback. Now, Bijan Robinson, I think 40 missed tackles already this season. I mean, he's just plowing through defenses, but at the same time, that aspect of having an extra man in the box of a quarterback like Adrian Martinez, like Max Duggan, that's not there for Texas. So it's a little bit of an advantage for Venables from a scheme perspective. I'm not going to go out here on a rope and say, Oklahoma's winning this game. But to go from Texas -1 all the way up to a 9.5 I mean, we're just in crazy town here with this number. So I get it. The OU defense has been awful against the run. But at the same time, if Jeff Lebby decides to throw out this whole 20 seconds per play crap, this up tempo thing that can give Texas the ball back immediately, then this spread has a great chance of covering. If they make this a grind on the ground, letting Eric Gray and Javante Barnes run, they're going to be able to have their way with some of the Texas defense with some of the numbers that they've shown. So, considering the biggest advantage for Texas is on the ground, I like under 65 in this game. It's crazy. We call it shootout. We think there's going to be a ton of points. Oklahoma's allowed a ton of points. But at the same time, I'm telling everybody, I don't think we really know how great Kansas State and TCU is with the Adrian Martinez is playing peak. Max Duggan is playing peak. We have not seen those two quarterbacks. Like Max Duggan, we're going to get to Kansas here and Kansas TCU. Max Duggan has like 1 turnover this year. He used to have like 10 in 2 games, right? We can't even understand how good Kansas State and TCU are. And Oklahoma's had to live through that. Texas is not the same at the quarterback position. If a 10 pops, I'm going to hit it. Call in on the voicemails on Saturday night if you want, or Saturday afternoon. But that's just way, way too many points.
959 bet beat by the way. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. Weird things happen in this game. And yeah, it is too much of an overreaction based on what we saw, like just adjusting spreads based on one result. But maybe at the end of the year, we'd look back and say, oh, the spread was right. Because then the only reason I think that is the Oklahoma defense, it was really sad to watch a unit that got embarrassed at home the week before, embarrassed. And they come out and are down 34 points, gave up 500 yards in the first half. Like, you come out on, as a defender, you come out on 5. What is the bottom for this defense? I don't know. We'll find out a lot more on Saturday.